reflect on the year that was and how you saw it overall.
Yeah, I think as a group, I think we took a lot of strides. I mean, there was a time there where we were in the basement of the league. For us to battle back and get into playoffs, obviously it didn't go the way we wanted there, and for those 2 games. But I think there's a lot of growth, especially in our young guys. Proud of the group to get to the point where they did by the end of the year.
How unusual was it to end the regular season with those 2 games against Texas, and then, which were obviously they had meaning, but they weren't really meaningful in terms of you already knew you were playing them, and then to go into the playoffs and really kind of almost play completely different games against them?
Yeah, I wasn't a part of the first 3 games there. I came back for that fourth one, but just being around the group for those first 2 wins for them, and it seemed like it was pretty easy. We kind of took it to them for 2 games there, and then for them to come out and play the way they did in the game 1 of the series, showed that playoffs are a different game, and it's I don't know. It's an odd situation to play the team like that 2 times and then go and play them again. A couple days later in playoffs is a little different. Especially when the first 2 didn't have any meaning, and is what it is.
Every year there's different growth from different guys on the team, but this year that identity line of Reichel, VL, and Ford, they really seem to be big drivers of your team. What can you say about what those guys brought to night in, night out?
Yeah, I mean, they were amazing. They were generating off the forecheck, the rush. They were a great line. I thought, especially I know VL and Reichs had slow starts to the year, and for them to finish where they did points wise, just shows how good that line was for once they were put together. They played the right way every night. It was no shortcuts, just hard work, making plays. It was fun to watch. I thought they were a great line, and career years for a lot of those guys.
One of the things we taught you mentioned was the growth of the prospects. I'm not going to go through all of them, but one guy who had a significant impact on this team was Thomas Milic. Not easy for a guy in his first year as a pro to come in and be asked to do what he did and do what he did. So what did you see from him from the start of the year until the end?
Well, I didn't really see him at the start, but when he came in and started playing for us, his numbers don't show how good he was. He was incredible. We had a chance to win every night with that guy. He put some games that weren't so good from us and made it look like, you look at the stat, look at 2-1 win, and could have been 5-2 the other way. Like he was that good. I mean, I even thought in game 1 of the playoffs, he led in 5 goals, but that was one of the better 5-goal performances I've seen. He was great. He was, I'm excited to see where that kid's going to go because, he's an amazing goalie.
Just on the topic of prospects, what did it mean for you guys to see 2 NHL debuts and even a first NHL goal with Brad Lambert, Nikita Chibrikov this year too?
Yeah, especially the timing. The game didn't mean anything, but I think it was probably pretty rewarding for them to go the whole year and maybe wait the whole year, and obviously they want to play earlier, but to earn it throughout a course of a season and not just an injury in the middle of the season and just get called up. They earned that spot, and they obviously first years in the league, and they had an incredible impact on the team.
Nick, what did it mean to you to get into that final playoff game there after kind of battling through injury the last bit of the season and just to fight your way and get back into the lineup for that game?
Yeah, I was pretty concerned with just the recovery time, the recovery process on getting 2 concussions there in a span of a couple months. So I was a little concerned that I wasn't going to make it back, but just I know it's just 1 game, but to be able to get out there and play 1 game and feel good, for me personally, it means a lot to go into the off season knowing that I could play, and it meant a lot.
How did you feel about your season? I mean, it seemed like you were able to kind of set a tone each time you're out in the rotation and provide a lot for this team.
Yeah, I think it's a spot I haven't really been in my career, and I think I handled it well. I think it's different coming in the lineup like that, and I think I was able to make the most of my opportunity and just stay in the moment and not be worrying what's going to happen with the lineup. And when I get in, I'm going to play the best I can.